And welcome back everybody to episode 4 of our Stonehearth Let's Play. So in this episode, I want to get a little bit more done in terms of housing for our little hearthlings. I believe I have, just those 3 houses built so far? Yeah, that's not going to be anywhere near close I'm going to need for the citizens I have now. So let's go ahead and start with the next set of buildings, shall we? I kind of want a little... road over here so I could kind of build another building right here. So let's go ahead and just do that, shall we? Alright. Oh, by the way, I believe I missed my introduction. I'm Black Swan. How's everybody doing? So my little Stonehearth videos have been getting a little bit more traction than I thought they were gonna do, which is pretty pleasing. I wasn't expecting them to get anything over 5 views, and they've been doing, well, a lot more than 5 views, so that is pretty cool. Alrighty, let's go ahead and paint this little foundation, shall we? Because I don't really like wooden foundations. I don't know if you guys have ever built a house or anything, but a wooden foundation does not work. And looks like, let's put this building on hold for a minute. We have invaders. Ooh, look at this big guy, a big lizard, the Varanus. Varanus? I don't know. I'm not a linguistics major. Matter of fact, I have no major. Actually, I did at one point. I was a psychology major, and then I realized how much money you have to sink into psychology before it actually becomes a worthwhile profession. So I scrapped that idea. Okay, so let's go ahead and fix that. Alright, so we have one tiny little box of a room. Don't really like the way that's looking right now. Let's go ahead and change it up a little bit, shall we? Let's put a tiny little expansion right here. And then this is also going to be a 2-story building. First one. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So we are doing this. Let's go ahead. Actually, this foundation does not need to be stone because second layer housing does not need to be stone. And I kind of want to give this house a little bit more detail, shall we? Let's go ahead and clean up this. Let me see. Let's go ahead and clean up this wall. Okay. Okay, so we got that done. Actually, let's clean up the paint job, shall we? Oops, click the wrong button. And go down. Ay, ay, ay. Moving too fast, clicking the wrong buttons, chat. Clicking the wrong buttons, and it's pushing my buttons. So has anybody else played Stonehearth? I'm assuming yes. I don't think anybody would just randomly watch this game if they haven't played Stonehearth. What's your guys' favorite playstyle, if you have one? Do you guys go building centric? Do you guys just mine out a spot here in the mountains and then end up just making like a socialist little utopia where everybody lives in the same room, has a shared kitchen and all that, which I've done a couple of those playthroughs. Those are fun, but I think I like the kingdoms a little bit more. I like the individual housing, the individual rooms. I think the next playthrough I do is going to be like a little dwarven utopia. So it's going to be underground. It's going to have rooms underground, but it's going to have like caverns and statues and all kinds of cool stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and give the house a little bit more some decoration. Is this the right color? There we go. So let's go down. Oof, another enemy? Really? Alright, these guys don't want it. They're coming up from the second story. There's really no way they can get to us anyway, so I'm not worried about that. But I kinda do want to worry about them. Let's go ahead and put a... oh, there's no way we can even get up there, so I'm not worried about them. That's fine with me for now. Let's continue building. Getting sidetracked here. We'll go one more here. One little side strut, support strut. I don't really know what you would call that. And just so it looks a little nicer, let's go ahead and... You know what? We're gonna make this like a thicker house. A thicker house. Okay. Actually, I don't believe that is supposed to look like that, chat. Let's go this way. And you're gonna notice that I'm a stickler for the way I build. I really like everything to look uniform and symmetrical. If it doesn't, it kind of bugs me. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna put a little lip on this house. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is this is gonna be a second little room. Oops, that's not what I'm. Oops. Okay. There we go. And then we're gonna go ahead and delete this wall so we have more room. We're gonna end up deleting this floor as well. And we're gonna make some stairs right there. Obviously, how is our hearthling supposed to get upstairs? And then for this little extra junction of housing, we're gonna go ahead and put a roof. Let's go ahead and put a, what is this? Peach? Nah. Let's go brown. We're gonna keep some neutral tones for the first couple of buildings before we decide to choose a color for our kingdom. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and leave that up to chat. What color do you think our kingdom shall be? I'm actually cool with any color. I don't really mind. Let's go ahead and leave this up. Oops. There we go. And then we're gonna go ahead and finish off this little lip. Actually, what I'm going to do is, because I have a... No, that's fine. We'll leave that just the way it is. Okay. So this is just like this. Let's go ahead and continue it all the way almost around. I like the way that meets up. Perfect. And perfect. Okay. So we got that out of the way. Let's go ahead. Oops, this needs to be a little bit more inwards. There we go. Let's go ahead and fix the paint job really quickly. Like I said, I'm a huge stickler for detail. Even though my houses aren't exactly the most detailed, I still like them to be, like I said earlier, symmetrical. At least pleasing to the eye. I don't want stuff to be jutting out of nowhere. Okay, so that's good. Let's go ahead and put some more side struts, some more supports for my little house. Since it is a two-story, it needs to look a little bit more beefy, a little bit more supportive. Okay, I'm seeing that I missed a little brick there. Even though nobody can see it, I can see it. And I can't reach it. What the heck? Oh, it's on the paint. Okay, so there we go. Our house is done. Well, sort of. Now we need stairs. I think it's the first time I've used... Oh, no, I've used stairs before. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this go this way. We need to click on the staircase and make them a 2-unit staircase. Let's press V real quick so we can see under the... and we're also gonna make these... We're gonna make these stairs hollow. There we go. Alright, so far we are doing pretty good. Let's go ahead and put a little stoop for our hearthlings so that they can actually stand up, or excuse me, so they can step. A wooden door. And is this gonna be a double door? It looks like this is gonna have to be a double door, fam. So since they have the double door with the frames, let's go ahead and also continue that pattern here. I like the way that looks. That's fine. And I also like the way that this, you know what, let's go with the double right here. Boom, that looks good. This is fine. What's over here? That is fine with me. Okay, alright, so far this house is looking pretty nice. Let's go ahead and put a nice little sun window. Okay, and then what are we gonna do for this room up here? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and put that wall back in because I like the way that I want to turn this into like a bedroom, and I want it to be closed off. So let's go ahead and put this wall. It's not letting me do it. Is that okay? Okay, so that's fine. So we have this wall here, and we're gonna go ahead and put a door so that separates it, so whoever's in there has some privacy. Or we could just put a doorway. Wooden doorway. Should we put a door? What do you think, chat? Door? Door. That's fine with me. Switch it? How do I switch it? It's not switching. You're supposed to press J. I guess this one doesn't have a turning. Okay, whatever. Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, I can be a little bit indecisive at times. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish off this roof. And then this one is gonna go same thing over here. Okay, let's raise this up a little bit. And sorry if I'm a little quiet while I'm building. I'm trying to focus. Oops, let's go into a little too wide. Did I move something? It looked like I moved something. Okay. So far everything looks like it's gonna look pretty nice. This is gonna give one or two hearthlings some much needed privacy. Although I'm not really sure, this little thing is taking away a lot. You know what I'm gonna do? Yeah, that was bugging me. So there. It's just gonna be one open-ended room. That's fine with me, just because it's gonna take away a lot of the room for furniture and all that. And I don't really want to take away room from my little guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and give them some windows. Actually, the windows with shutters look nice. Actually, this needs to be raised up one. Where did that other window go? Oh, okay. Okay, so that's gonna just... I don't know what's going on with this window. I need to delete it and just replace it. Okay, chat, we are good to go. Let's just go ahead and delete these two real quick and replace them a little one little peg higher. Okay, there we go. Back in the game. Back in the game. This is taking a bit too long for my liking. I usually like to just blow through these type of things. But you know what? For the sake of the detail, I want it to look nice. Let's go ahead and put a nice little sunroof there. As far as windows, we're going to go ahead and keep that window flat. Flat and closed. And you know what? Just so it doesn't look all nasty like that, let's give them a nice little design. Little medieval design. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. Let's see, can I do a second cross? Very nice. I like it. I like it a lot, chat. What do you think? Okay, so now that this is done, let's go ahead and put one last little window. So at least it's aesthetically matching. Is there one up there too? There is, okay. Alright, I like the way this house is looking. This house looks actually really nice. Let's go ahead and just get this fixed really quick. Actually, that does not look good at all. Again, sorry for being a stickler. The back I don't really mind, that looks fine with me. This is fine. Okay. So this is actually a nice little house. I'm gonna go ahead and build it. Okay, so that's gonna be the one building I'm gonna focus on for this playthrough. That's gonna take these guys a little bit of time to to build that. Well, that's building. Oh, it looks like they finished the wall. So this side is now completely fenced off, which is good. Enemies can't get to us from there. So now we only really have one area that they can really come to us at, and it's gonna be over here. So at least now I can worry about building a same little wall over here. Let's go ahead and get this built really quick. So So as it is on this side, I kind of only have one city entrance. Later on, I'm gonna destroy these walls because they're kind of ugly, so I can focus on something a little nicer looking. Wait, how many stats high was it? It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on with my throat today. It's a little not up to par. Not up to par. Okay, so let's go ahead, and it needs to be 6 high. I believe this is 6 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah. And then we need to delete this last little level because I want it to be 3 wide. And it looks like I deleted it a little bit too much. Okay, so how did I do it over here? Even though it's just a little wall that I don't need to worry about, I still want it to look, you know, somewhat okay. So I went 2 and 2. I went 2, 2. Did I go 2 and 1 or 2 and 2? I'm talking about the spacing in between the little wall. Okay, so it's 2 and 2. Alrighty. 2, 2. So the whole main function of these walls, unfortunately, the archers in this game, they can't really shoot from high above. The pathing doesn't really work like that in this game, unfortunately. I would really love if maybe at some point somebody mods something that'll change that, because the combat system in this game it's I'm not going to lie, it's not what it can be. You know what I mean? It's a little light on some levels, but you know, if you're playing this game for the combat, you're playing it for the wrong reasons, because this game has a whole lot more to offer than just combat. Okay, so that looks like I built this correctly. I just need to make a few more details. Okay. So now I need to go up 2 more on here. And then I need to just put those little spikes on there, and this castle will be, or these little walls will be good to go. So what I kind of want to do in this game for this playthrough, I kind of want to have a small little I want to have this this little camp. So far it's at 10 people. I wouldn't really call 10 people a village, but that's what I want to get it to. I want to get it to a small little village where you know, everybody has a job, where there's just enough soldiers where it still feels small, and then from there I want it to continue to grow. I want it to look like I want to start off with wooden walls, like a little wooden barracks and a nice little wooden town center, and then eventually upgrade to a castle and a keep and all that. So if you stick with this enough and long enough with me, hopefully you'll be able to see the progression. Let's go ahead, and we're gonna do stairs, brown, and we're gonna make it non-hollow. I want it to be thick. Okay, so we have that there, and let's go ahead and just finish off the decorations. I believe I'm in the wrong spot. There we go. Sorry about that, chat. Spiked fence. Okay. So we got 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And then 2 here. 2 there. 2 there. 2 there. 2 there. 2 there. And the last of them. Actually, you know what I'll do? Just because I don't like the nastiness of this, let's go ahead and just go right there, and then we will also go just like that. Keep it nice and symmetrical, shall we? Like I said, I'm very anal about how I build, and if you notice, I built this one wrong. So like I said, it can be kind of crazy sometimes when I play. I will seriously just waste so much time making sure every tiny little thing is symmetrical. If I do something to one side, it has to be done equally to the other, or I don't know, it really bugs me. Okay, so this wall looks like it's good to go. I was playing around with the idea of putting a gate there, but you know what? I don't really want it there just yet. So we're just gonna go ahead and build that wall. Okay, so we have another house almost completely built. We have this wall completely built. We have 4 houses. I wonder if I have furniture in this house yet. And I don't, so let's go ahead and put some beds in here, shall we? There's 1 bed. And then there's going to be 2 beds. The rest I'm going to decorate. Now, right now, I'm only trying to put people in beds right now just so that they're not out in the open. Eventually, I'm going to be building enough houses and maybe like an inn or 2 with enough beds to supply the entire town. So, bear with me. It may take a few episodes, but the goal is to have every Hearthling to have their own room in a house or an inn. Yeah, an inn is like a medieval motel or hotel if you're not aware of that. I'm pretty sure you are. But just in case for some viewers who aren't, that's what it is. How did this guy get up here? This guy's starving to death. Someone build a fence for this guy before he dies. Oh my goodness. I thought there was a ladder over here. Invaders approaching. This guy really needs to get over here. Actually, what I can do is I can teleport this guy. Let's see if I can just teleport him. You can use this once per day to get a Hearthling stuck so that situations like that happen. You can save your guy. Oh, and it looks like this Varanus is attacking our group. I don't know why my little military soldiers are not going after him, but we just sent them to attack him. Hopefully they make it in time. This is exactly why we need this wall, to keep people and creatures that we don't want out in. Or we don't want in out. There we go. Blech. Okay, so what do we have here? We have juniper trees. I actually like juniper wood for my furniture, so let's go ahead and plant these. As you can see, I planted this forest last episode, and it's coming along extremely well. Eventually, I'm going to go ahead and move these trees that are over here, and I'm going to move my hunting grounds to over here so I can chop these trees down and expand my little town. Okay, so these guys are hard at work building that. What is this, honey? Look at that, wild honey. I need to sell some of the stuff. Oops, and you know what? I have a daily update. I haven't even checked yet. And look at that, I got another little Hearthling. More mouths to feed, more beds to make. So I've got the little Hearthling, Ursula. Ooh, she looks pretty cool. What does she have? Ooh, courageous. Ursula's gonna be another little footman, hopefully. If we need one, we know who we can grab. Oh, and you look at that. Captain Rock's training school. You know what we're gonna do? Just so that I don't have to worry about making these yet, I'm gonna go ahead and buy a bow for when I really need one. And then we're going to buy... Actually, while we're here, we might as well sell some stuff. Let's sell this. Let's sell... Oh, I have a lot of bug chitlins. Anything else that we can sell? 22 bones? Let's get rid of those. I don't need those right now. I will later, but not now. Honey, I don't need those yet. I will later. Anything else? Let's buy some training dummies. Training dummies are going to allow my little footmen to train on them, obviously. And they can take them from level 1, your starting level, all the way to level 3. So it's a good thing to buy them if you have the gold for them, especially if you don't have a Hearthling that can make them early on. It essentially free levels, so why not? Okay, so we have that. How about some nice little furniture? And you know what I want to do is, while we're doing this, let's go ahead and build our first little road. Our first road. Let's make it a 4-stage road, or a 4-width road. We're going to connect our Hearthlings buildings to the road. Okay. And then this is going to continue on. Let me see. I need to make... I really want this to be equal. So 4 and 4. There we go. Perfect. And how's this going to lead into the city? Let's go 3. Oof. Awesome. I like the way that looks. Perfectly symmetrical. So now these guys have a way to get into the city. These guys have a way to come over here. And eventually I will continue on with this road. But for right now, let's go ahead and add a little bit more color to it. Shall we? Some more stone colors. And what I like to do is I just like to sporadically sprinkle in different colors throughout the road. And then eventually I build little stone pavers, which are items that, like cobblestones, and I place them onto the road so that it doesn't look so uniform. It doesn't look so flat. I don't really like flat terrain. I like stuff that pops, and the best way to do that is to just decorate as much as you can, so that it takes away from the flatness, so your eyes aren't drawn to how flat it really is. Okay, so let's go ahead and add a little bit more gray. Awesome. Okay, so as you can see, it really starts to pick up after a little bit. And then I just maybe add one more little touch of color, a little bit lighter than the actual road, and I only put a little bit of this just so that it contrasts the other darker colors. And then maybe a little bit of like white in here somewhere. Alright, that looks like a pretty decent little road to me. I mean, obviously it doesn't look like an asphalt road like we have, and it's no real way, there's no real way to make like a cobblestone medieval road in this game without, you know, really slowing down the game because of how many items are actually on the floor and in place. So this is a nice little alternative. Let's put a little bit of gray. Do we actually have this dark gray? Not yet. And that's fine for me right now. Let's go ahead and just build that road. Ooh, and it looks like something is wrong with this. I'm not sure. There's something there. Well, I'm going to show you guys the first little cheat of the game. If you encounter something like this, and for some reason it's a dumb, silly little thing, and you really want the building built, I don't really like to break immersion, but for small little simple things like this, I will. You press Control, Shift, and C. Or excuse me, just Control C, and it brings up the command console. So as long as I have this little this road selected, see how it's highlighted yellow? You go to you just press IB, and then IB stands for instant build. And now that road is built. Sorry, it took me a second. I forgot what the commands are. I haven't used them in a while, but it came back to me. So now I believe that any hearthling that's on that road is going to run so much faster. Look at that. They just zoom on that road. So eventually I'm going to have most, if not all the buildings connected by a road. I'm going to have little back alley roads. All this is going to be like marketplaces. Up here is going to be like a main city with walls, towers. And then up here I may build a castle. I may just make it a mine. I don't know yet. Or maybe make a little castle over here. Who knows? The game is still only 4 episodes long. So we'll see where this game takes us. Hopefully you guys will be along for the ride. And you know what? That has been actually a very quick episode. This one I didn't want it to drone on. I just wanted to put another little episode out there so that you guys could enjoy. I skipped a day yesterday because I was pretty busy with work and some other things. But yeah, I'm back. I'll be back to putting out daily content. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and say, if you guys like what you saw today, go ahead and give me a like, possibly even a subscribe. And if not, it's okay. I'm just glad you guys are along for the ride. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the content. I know that I enjoy making the content for you. With that, you guys, this has been Stonehearth episode 4. I am the Black Swan. And other than that, I'll be telling you guys, have a good night. Hope you have a great day. And sayonara.